The Bible's not a rule book. It's not a treatise. It's not a book written 50 years ago. For example, people talk about the Antichrist. Well, they go back to 1 John and they say, well, the Antichrist is anybody who says that Jesus did not come in the flesh. Well, you're misunderstanding it because you're not reading historically, because that's just one aspect of it. Because Antichrist is really the word. And an Antichrist is anybody who's against Jesus. Those who take up the sword is against Jesus. Those who love money. Those who do not have the spirit of patience, kindness, and perseverance and all that, like it says in Galatians 5. That's Antichrist. But Christians, or the traditions of men of Christianity, made this idea that that's the final only definition of Antichrist. But if you read the historical context of when 1 John was written, the problem was there was Gnostics who were entering, Greek Gnostics who were entering the church and saying that Jesus did not come in the flesh. So John said, you know, anybody who says that is not for Christ, not pro-Christ, you're anti-Christ. So he wrote that down and he says that's what a person is, Antichrist, who doesn't believe that Jesus came in the flesh. So people look at that and they say, well, what's the definition of, in the dictionary called the Bible, the final word of what Antichrist is? And they go back and they say that's the only interpretation. No, that's just one aspect of it. Because, well, like I just said, if you're pro-sword, you cannot both worship God and money. That's Antichrist, and you know the rest of it. So at greatest1command.com, I'm trying to show the world that we got to go back to a historical context and take into consideration what it meant to them first before we apply to us in 2017. Come on, this is going to change the world. It's also going to start a revolution at greatest1command.com.